Many people ask me, how do you use they, them pronouns?
Don't have no time for that shit, sir. Listen, this MaryJane Byarm situation goes a lot deeper than I thought, y'all. Honestly, it really does, okay? And before we get started, let me highlight some of the retarded comments that I have received from the first video, starting with this one, from a very special needs kind of individual. Let me make sure I get this one right. At Art is my nature. There's a lot of things that's your nature, but I don't think art is one of them. But anyway, this idiot commented and said,
"You said how dare she sit on her butt behind a recording device and expect people to pay her. But it's the exact same way you're making money on YouTube sitting on camera, collecting money from views on this video. If it ain't the pot calling the kettle black, don't hate, congratulate. And she don't deserve to be called the B word. At the end of the day, some people know this game of life and all the cheat codes. Some don't. Every word you curse her.
"We okay, bitch, shut up. That's enough, listen. Hey, goofy is my nature. I want to first start by saying that it's very kind of you to admit that she is, in fact, cheating her followers out of money. Thank you for that. That was like the entire point of the video. But for some odd reason, that one video out of the 360 videos I've done on my channel so far moved you so much that you felt compelled to bring your stupid ass in here and compare me producing content on YouTube to her begging and literally scamming on YouTube. I can already tell them wheels up there don't be turning for shit, boy. I know it. I just know it. It's a dead space up there in between them ears. But let me give you a word of advice before I forget that you exist forever, right? You think that you're some kind of solution to this problem, but I promise you that you specifically are a massive part of the problem. I think people that are as gullible and as dumb as you are represent what a walking, moving lobotomy would look like in real life. I think that if aliens ever landed on our planet, right, that we should just probably put you out there in front of them and they'll probably leave expeditiously, okay? They'll leave knowing that there are no signs of intelligent life here for them to rule over and conquer. And with that said, I want you to enjoy the day that you deserve to have. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to why I decided to make a part 2 to the MaryJane Byarm fiasco. Aside from the fact that I'm an extremely petty individual, I've also recently come upon some new information that our dear scammer friend MJ has been doing. So when you start searching up things on YouTube, right, and watch videos on specific topics, YouTube will start doing its algorithm thing and start recommending similar videos to your watch list, okay? It's pretty cool. But when I say that I had no idea that there were so many videos about this dizzy broad out here on YouTube, my God, listen, I had no clue. So you all remember how in the last video, I told you about MJ's scam after her fake-ass travel agent angle failed miserably. And I said that she started up another scam after that one, where she went to talk to all of the ancient mythical Chinese ancestors at the top of get the fuck out of here mountain somewhere, far off in the lands of yeah fucking right. And in that particular scam, she said that she'd visited this sacred place that totally exists and bought up a bunch of their products, right? A bunch of their secret products, their secret rice water that gave her longing, luxurious hair that infused her hair with the light of the sun god, Apollo himself, that came down to her waist and gave her that texture that all of the Instagram baddies love. Well, little did I know that she was likely lying about some of that shit too. So this wonderful comment came through on the last video that said, I wish that I could upload her school picture. And I said in response to it, say less. Send it through to my email. And so after a few minutes later, I get this attached to an email that shows MaryJane Byarm in her natural element. And I saw this and said, no fucking way. Ain't no damn way in hell this girl is out here wearing wigs as her own hair. And the whole time she's advertising hair products on her website, showing off hair that ain't even fucking hers. Ain't no way, boy. And some of her cult followers are going to see this and be like, her natural hair is long though. Shut the fuck up, fool. Listen, that don't make a damn bit of difference. When you're scamming people the whole entire time wearing hair literally that isn't yours in some of your videos. And then I said to myself, well, of course she lies about her hair. Why would she ever feel the need to be truthful about anything on YouTube when her brain dead ass followers will believe whatever she says anyway?
And so, yeah, it's $150,000 for January, February, March. And I need help. I need help. The thing is, there's power in numbers. So like, if you can't give a lot, say you can only give $10, that still makes a difference. So that's a beautiful thing about, I'm so grateful for the community. You guys, if you could donate to my Cash App, I'll put it in the description and I'll put it in the comment section. Again, $10 does make a difference. Now, if you can give more than $10, thank you. If you can give 500 or whatever you can, if you got money and you can give, more than that, I'm accepting. I need help. I'm not going to be like, no, I got the, no, if I don't have help, I can't do this. Like, I can't do the goal without help. I really can't. So I'm asking, Cash App is the easiest way you can send to me. Yeah, it's...
So then I went further down that rabbit hole. In her last batch of videos, she goes into how she tried to go home at some point in her traveling career, I guess. I guess to where her family lives, and she, tried to return home there. And she said that when she went back, the police were called on her by her family. And that when the police got there, they told her to go far away from here and never come back because her family hates her. And something bad was going to happen. They could just feel it. So then she says that she told the police, oh, officers, listen, I know they hate me. So you know that your family hates you, but you still tried to go home to live with them anyway. Okay. The same person that makes $60,000 a month on YouTube, her words, not mine. Why didn't you just go and buy your own home then with that money if you're making that much? The math ain't fucking mathin', I promise. So she continues talking for several minutes in this particular video that I was watching about pretty much nothing, and somewhere in her incoherent rambling, she ends up comparing herself to David in the Bible. Let me ask y'all, was David scamming the people too? Was David selling essential oils and special rice water from Jerusalem? I said it in the last video, but I think it's even more true now. This girl's life and internet persona has so many people fooled that it's amazing she is still able to move around without even worrying about the lies falling back on her at this point one day, right? I don't believe a word that she has ever said. It's no wonder she can't go back home. Her family is probably tired of her bullshit. They tired of her scamming ass, right? Because I'm sure that she fed them some of the same bullshit that she feeds to her audience. And to drive the point home about how gullible and lost people are when it comes to MaryJane Byarm, let me show you how people are asking that in the midst of all the scamming, in the midst of all the lying, the phony businesses that she made up, the stories about how she created about how her boyfriend was Dutch and Russian and living off grid somewhere, and how they were going to get married next year. all the lies that she told about how he lives so far away, right? But he's cool with her running around begging people for money. In the midst of all of that, there are people asking that we show this girl grace.
I have been in situations before where I have trusted people and given them a lot of money, and they have done the wrong thing with that money. To the point where I even had a contract with some people, and they still didn't do the right thing when it came to the money. And in those situations, I call for grace. I call for grace because I understand that people know not what they do all the time.
Saying that your hair is to your hip, but you're actually wearing half wig. Like, sis, ain't nothing wrong with wearing no half wig. If you're wearing a half wig, say you're wearing a half wig. I could say right now I'm wearing a half wig. I don't care what type of platform I achieve in the future or not. You know when something is not right. Like, how can you just lie and just know that something is not right and still bring it out to people and try to fool them like it's the truth? That's a whole different story, because now you're bringing mental illness into it. And like, I understand when you're mentally ill and you can't control your lies, but at some point it don't matter if you're mentally ill or not. You have to take responsibility for everything that you're doing. You have to take responsibility for every lie you tell, for all your actions. Like, mentally ill is not, some type of excuse. I feel as though, I want to show compassion to you, and I hope all of you want to show compassion to her as well.
Nope, absolutely not. You want grace, ask God, not me. In my opinion, the mere fact that she's still out here walking around freely with a YouTube platform that hasn't been banned is grace. Nobody's showing up to see her foot to face about being scammed out of their money is grace. Her not being locked up somewhere for fraud is grace. This girl lies so much that she puts the boy who cried wolf to shame. It's incredibly difficult to tell when she's being truthful about anything at all. First she's in Dubai, then she's moving to China. Oh no, wait. Now she's back in the States with an apartment in New York. Oh, but wait. No, she's back living in China 3 weeks after that. 1 week she's telling her fans she's never worried about money and how she applied to Harvard because she's so smart. She took an IQ test and her intellect is off the fucking charts. It's on the level of fucking Einstein, right? Oh, and she just joined a modeling agency, but she also started a business while she was in Japan. And how she makes $60,000 a month on YouTube and flies for free and rents her hotels for free and everything is just free. But every fucking video thereafter is of her literally begging her followers for money and talking about her being stranded in China because none of her cars work. Motherfucker, if you so smart, then why can't you figure out how to get money any other way other than scamming and begging your followers for it? What's the problem? I honestly don't know how her fans haven't exhausted themselves from trying to keep up with the different stories that they get every week from this girl. And honestly, if y'all really thought that this girl needed mental help because she was missing some marbles, then instead of sending her Cash Apps and GoFundMes, right? How about y'all send her phone numbers of some damn therapists who can help her stop being dependent on everybody else to fund her lifestyle? How about we all gather together as a community to send her some fucking applications that she can apply to and get a fucking job? Let's do that. That sounds a lot more productive than just giving her money because she wants it. I'm done.